Part 4. You will hear an academic lecture about the history and science of human sleep. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Good morning. Today we are going to explore a biological necessity that consumes roughly 1/3 of our lives, yet remains one of the most misunderstood aspects of human behavior: sleep. We tend to view sleep as a static, unchanging biological constant. You close your eyes at night and open them in the morning. However, if we look at the anthropological record, the way humans sleep has evolved dramatically, and not always for the better. Let's start by debunking a common myth, the idea that an 8-hour block of uninterrupted rest is natural. In fact, for the vast majority of human history, our ancestors practiced what is called biphasic sleep. Before the Industrial Revolution, it was standard to sleep in 2 distinct segments. People would go to bed at sundown, sleep for about 4 hours, and then wake up around midnight. Now, you might assume this waking period was due to discomfort or noise, but it was actually a deliberate, culturally significant time. This interval, often called the watch, was utilized for socializing, interpreting dreams, or quiet reflection. It wasn't until the late 17th century that references to this first and second sleep began to vanish from literature. The culprit for this shift was technology. Specifically, the widespread adoption of electricity and street lighting artificially extended the day, compressing our rest into the single, consolidated block we strive for today. Biologically, our bodies are still struggling to adapt to this modern lifestyle. Our internal master clock, or circadian rhythm, is extremely sensitive. While food and activity play a role, the primary synchronizer of this clock is light. In the past, the setting sun triggered the release of melatonin, the hormone that signals darkness. Today, the blue wavelengths emitted by our screens inhibit this release, tricking the brain into thinking it is still noon. Another critical factor is thermal regulation. We often focus on comfort, buying soft pillows or expensive mattresses, but physiologically, the trigger for sleep onset is actually thermal. Core body temperature needs to drop by about 1 degree Celsius to help the brain transition into unconsciousness. If a room is too warm, this physiological cooling is blocked, leading to fragmented rest. Once we are asleep, the brain engages in different tasks. We cycle through stages. You're likely familiar with REM, or rapid eye movement, which is crucial for emotional processing and memory consolidation. However, the most restorative stage is slow wave sleep. This is the deep, dreamless phase where the body focuses on physical repair, releasing growth hormones and clearing out metabolic waste products that accumulate in the brain during the day. Evolutionary biologists have asked, why did we evolve to be unconscious for so long, leaving us vulnerable? One fascinating explanation is the sentinel theory. Research on hunter-gatherer tribes shows that group members rarely sleep at the exact same time. The young stay up late, and the elderly wake up early. This variation meant that at any given moment, someone was likely awake, providing protection to the tribe against predators or rival groups. In the modern world, we view sleep differently, often as a nuisance. We try to cheat the system, thinking we can catch up on lost rest later. However, sleep scientists warn about sleep debt. The damage caused by chronic deprivation is cumulative. While you might feel better after sleeping in on a Saturday, the long-term metabolic and cognitive deficits cannot be reversed just by resting on weekends. Ironically, our fixation on getting perfect sleep is creating a new psychological disorder known as orthosomnia. With the rise of wearable technology, people are becoming obsessed with their data. They worry so much about their sleep scores and efficiency percentages that the anxiety itself causes insomnia, creating a vicious cycle. Looking forward, the solution may lie in architecture. We are seeing a new wave of wellness real estate. These are homes and offices designed with circadian lighting systems. Instead of static brightness, the intensity and color of the artificial lighting shifts throughout the day. Bright and blue in the morning to stimulate alertness, and dim and amber in the evening to promote rest, effectively mimicking the natural arc of the sun.
That is the end of part 4. You now have 1 minute to check your answers.